Hello everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI walkthrough. I am once again joined by Stigma.
I don't know where I am right now.
So what do we got here? We got Sabin's, beginning of Sabin's scenario.
Best one, saved for last.
Yep, best and last, longest. Yeah, I don't know.
Gotta crank up that music, yo.
I did a little bit of, is it? Yeah, you're right, it is. It's his, what would you call that? What kind of instrument is it?
I don't know, but it reminds me of like a Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah.
Like a Jew's harp or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's fucking pure awesome.
So I bought a ton of shurikens, which I barely ended up using any, but maybe I just should have done a better job about using them.
Well, they're pretty cheap too. Like who cares?
And then these, so the Invis Edge I bought, I don't know. Okay, so I bought a bunch of them. And then I should have bought Shadow Edges. Because, so I thought that the Invis Edge, I thought you could use those on anybody, and you can't. The Invis Edge only works for himself. Or whoever uses the throw command. So, technically later, go-go.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Shadow Edge works on everybody. So you throw one of them, and it works on everyone. And again, so I should have done that. And I wish I would have. And, on top of that, I wish I would have used an Invis Edge for Shadow. Just because it makes him invisible, so it's easier to... I mean, it's like, you know, if something targets him, it's a free hit that you didn't have to
exactly
use an item to heal. So
I never really messed around with those that much just because, But obviously in this thing...
Yeah, when you level like normal, it doesn't really matter. It's just... Like, every little thing helps for this style. Oh, I did talk to this guy a bunch of times.
The batshit crazy,
Yeah, the old man, Gao's father, that you learn eventually later. He'd been ticking for 1, 5, maybe 10 years. Like, how would you not know that? I'm sorry, but...
Oh, he's crazy.
Couldn't provide worse service. Grass is 20 feet high. Really, 25 feet high. I don't know. I really doubt that. I tried to fix it. Tried to fix that stove from him. And then, okay, so here you got a little... Yeah, so you got a little bit of backstory. Child, what are you talking about, child? And then I think I went back in because I think there is actually some more dialogue that I missed. But he goes through all of it again, so it's kind of lame. Clockmaker. So yeah, kind of, it's not a whole lot of storyline with Gao and his father, like a little bit.
Not really. They just kind of emphasize that he was abandoned and he's like the little kid from Mad Max with the boomerang.
Yeah.
Like they just make him look crazy.
And technically, we'll talk about it a little bit more when we actually get him, but I could have equipped him with a boomerang. There is a boomerang in this game.
Oh, you should have.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I'd never thought about that.
That's a good way to fight the gay boy berserkers.
Oh my god. That movie.
Greatest movie of all.
Yeah, and the new one's coming out next
I have an awesome,
week.
Lord Humongous shirt I might buy.
Fucking
Just
humongous.
walk away.
Just walk away.
Can't wait for that new movie.
So
this weekend, by the way.
Yeah, we got to see it. So you see there. So Shadow, I don't know. Have we talked about Interceptor at all?
And how he works as a status?
Yeah.
I don't know if we have.
I thought we talked about that.
I think me and you talked about it.
Okay, maybe we
actually talked about it in a video.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll show it. We'll show it eventually. Yeah, that's gonna be a ways up. But Interceptor is a status that is essentially affecting Shadow right now. And what it does is there's a random chance that it'll take a hit for Shadow. And obviously the great thing about that, and especially with this game, is it's, again, more free hits that you don't have to heal. So that's one great thing about it. But then on top of that, he's also got a chance to kind of like counterattack too, which is good and bad. Obviously, we don't want to get any extra experience, so there's actually a chance that he could like counterattack when there's like one enemy on the field, and then potentially kill it, and then get you experience. So it's not always the best thing. You know,
he hits like a beast.
he does. He
Well,
hits
is
his damage
technically a
formula
beast.
is insane, and it goes off of shadows. Now there's two of them. There's Wild Fang and Takedown, and I don't remember which is which, but one of them goes off of his magic power, I believe, only, and then one of them is his magic power plus his vigor.
Oh god.
Yeah, so the other hit obviously does a lot more damage. But yeah, so eventually, like later on in the game, we'll show you there's a trick to. There's actually a trick to get Interceptor on somebody else. So like you could put it on Terra, and then Terra would then potentially gain the benefits of Interceptor taking the hit for.
Make her pretty beast mode.
Yeah, which is actually really cool. And then you also have to be actually really careful if you're fighting any of the enemies that use the Rippler ability. That's how you can technically actually lose Interceptor forever, is if it gets traded to an enemy and then you kill them off, because then it just wipes out Interceptor altogether. So you gotta be really careful. But here, what is this? Oh, okay, so we're at the Imperial camp. And the soldiers are just talking about how I think isn't the general consensus that Leo is a pretty good guy and Kefka's just nuts.
Leo is basically the Final Fantasy version of the Desert Fox, Rommel. Yeah, he fought for Hitler, but the dude was a pretty solid guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's just, I don't know.
Yeah, he's
just a good general, I guess.
He's your man's man.
Mm-hmm.
You're hopeless. I don't even think he's human, not like General Leo. There you go. So there, yeah, even the soldiers are a little more they feel a little more kinship with him. You're gonna join the assault team. And that poor guy, that guy's about to get offed. That was the commander that Cyan takes out.
Goes apeshit on him.
Yeah. Just realized that now. Oh yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, this is when Cyan loses the land of Malkir and he becomes the last living king. And eventually, he joins up with Randall Thor and Marine Sedai.
This is it. Okay.
Or wait, no, I'm getting my stories mixed up again.
Yeah, this is Final Fantasy.
Oh, my bad.
This is in Wheel of Time.
My bad.
Yeah, it's easy to confuse the two when it comes to Cyan.
Considering it's a complete rip-off of land. But, whatever.
And I do want to say, so there was one time where I fought this guy, this commander guy, and I didn't get the black belt. So I don't know what the drop rate is. I thought it was all the time, but I guess it's not. So maybe there's a 10% chance that you don't get the black belt.
That's funny. I didn't know that. I thought it was a guarantee.
Yeah, I remember one of these when I was doing one of these playthroughs, and I didn't get it, and I was like, what? This is, it shows that I'm supposed to get the black belt here. Well, just had to reset and do it again. So, yeah, and it kind of stinks because there's a lot of dialogue there, so if you don't get it, kind of messes with you. And don't do what I did here. I actually went and fought one of the other soldiers, too. I don't think any of these give you experience, but it's just waste your time. These guys don't have anything, useful.
And you've already fought him before, too, I think, so it's not like you're...
Yeah, it's not like a missable rage or something. Oh, can't run away, that's cute. So yeah, so I'm just going to take a bunch of extra damage here. Again, now, I don't think they give you EXP. I think maybe they drop, potions or tonics or something, but who cares?
Aren't they endless, too?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Or maybe they just...
Well, let's find out. After this one's dead, there should have been, there was two little brown soldiers that were really close. So we'll see if they disappear, or if one of them does. It's a good question, though. Because I don't know that I've ever done that. So you get a little bit of money.
You can kill them all. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a little GP there. Got, 100? 96? Whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was gone. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, like I said, I think it's a waste of time. And then just use retort. So I go to sword attack, hit number 2. Wow, and I started this really low. That was kind of... There's another reason why I should have done this a little different. It's kind of risky. We'll see how much this next hit...
I like the Imperial troops graphics. They
look
pretty bad.
Yeah, they look cool. Boom, one shot. There's the black belt. So again, make sure you get that. Because I don't know what the drop rate actually is, but I'm nearly 100% sure that it's not 100%. So that sounded funny. The general's been defeated. Okay, so that's the cool part. So they all run away after you take that guy out.
I think Leo would have fucked him up.
Leo would have single-handedly annihilated all of them in one shock.
With his shocker attack.
Killed him with a shocker. Everyone's weak to the shocker. Walled up in there, we can wait out our enemy. Hey, that actually is a great strategy until Kefka does the whole poisoning the water supply.
Spoiler alert.
My bad. Oh, womp womp.
God, look at him, he's so cool.
Yeah, his sprite is awesome. So I sneak here into this left tent, and I don't think there's anything in there, but it was kind of cool to do anyway. Let's see what I did here. Yeah, I put the black belt on. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that right here. I think it ended up being fine, but I don't know. I think that so I think that having the Genji glove on like Cyan when he actually joins the party, I think that's a better equipment setup. I robbed Shadow's ninja suit because he doesn't stay with us for very long. So I put that on Sabin instead. And then on top of that, it's nice to have a little bit extra defense with Sabin if he's going to be equipped with 2 weapons and no shield.
Makes sense.
But I would say put the running shoes on Sabin instead of like the Genji glove because he just needs to be aura bolting the whole time. Because that ability is just too good. It does way too much damage. But so here, yeah, I don't know what happens when you talk to that or with the soldier interacts. I think he'd just kick you back to the beginning. But yeah, nothing in that tent. But here is in this other tent, you have to hit this. What is it? It's the top option, I think. All right, so what does it say here? Kick it. Okay, so you got to kick it, and that will make the dog come and attack you. So
what is the other option?
I think if you hit it, you don't get into a fight. It won't cause the Dobermans to attack you, but these guys are a missable rage. So
you want them to.
Yeah, so you want them. Yeah, you want to kick it and have them attack you. What did I run away? What did I do there?
You ran.
Okay.
Like a pansy.
Like a sissy boy. Or girl. Sissy girl? I don't know. Could be more like a sissy boy, I guess. What am I doing? Oh, saving. Yeah, good call. Just did a quick save because I wasn't really expecting to get a game over, but you just never know. And there's a lot of dialogue right there that I didn't want to have to redo.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
That's the worst. That's the worst when you get a game over and you've like done a bunch of the story.
When you have to go through that garbage again.
Yeah. And then on top of it, so I got the black belt this time. Well, if I was thinking if I get a game over and I have to do that fight and all the dialogue and I don't get it, well, that's the worst because then you got to reset anyway. Alright, so here's another, you can tell Leo's a good dude. The soldier's like, I'm ready to die for the Empire, and Leo's like, hey, wait a minute, buddy. You got a family, and what was it, Miranda? So do you think maybe this is the injured soldier?
I've never thought about that. I bet it is.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll meet him again, if that is the same guy. But yeah, so anyway, just showing a little bit of Leo's character there. Like, don't be so hasty to kind of throw away your life,
Don't be hasty, Master Hobbits.
Yeah, and here, I mean, even your party is like, hey, that guy could have been our, ally if he wasn't.
BFF.
Yeah.
We could have touched tips in a different time.
The Emperor has ordered me to return home. You loser! That is just... Alright. So Leo's like, hey, dude, don't do anything stupid while I'm gone. And Kefka's just like, shut up.
Shut up, dick.
Typical crazy shit. But General Leo said... He said not to be a fucking crazy killer? A genocidal maniac? I don't know. Genocidal? Was that... Nah, I don't know if it's...
I mean, I think if I was a soldier, I'd have an easier time following the guy who looked like a soldier versus the guy who looked like a psychotic clown.
Clown, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That guy would be really difficult to take orders from.
Like, wow, this guy's got some issues. Like, big time.
I'm in charge now. Pour it. Okay.
You're very slow on the clicking here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Did it freeze?
No, it didn't. I know that.
Did you get up to poop?
No, maybe.
I bet you're pooping, right?
Maybe I had to pee. How do you know it was poop?
Jeez.
Look at right? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes
you
that
a
just
bucket.
happens. I don't know. I guess. Normally, if it's really bad, I cut those pauses out because it's not the first time. I guarantee it's not the last time either. You're a monster. Or what does he say? That's inhuman?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then you smack him once, and he just runs like a turd. Wait, he says, do I look like a waiter? I don't know. Does he look like a waiter to you?
Maybe like at Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah, I could see that.
or TGI Fridays. Like, they're pretty colorful.
Fucking TG with their flair.
The tons of flair.
Alright, so here I would say now is a good time to investigate these tents. So to progress, you talk to Kefka, but there's a couple of chests that you're going to want to grab here. And here there's a hidden one back here that I didn't know about. You got to jump off. I don't know how many playthroughs, probably the first 5, 6 that I went through, I didn't know about this. And I don't know, it's not that useful.
If you leave the tent and go to the right back there, see those boxes? On the right there? I wonder
Right.
if you can
Yes.
get anything from them. I've never tried that.
That I don't know. I usually look up all the lists for these as I'm going through to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I don't know if I...
Lists. Those guys are noobs, dude.
well... If it weren't for said lists, I would not have got half of the stuff I've
I
probably
don't
got.
trust other people. Me and you are the walkthrough for this game.
Well, you can trust me. Although, I will say, and probably it'll be the next video, I do miss a treasure, but it was just a tent. But still, I missed it. I was ashamed.
We'll just act like you never said that. Just be like, yeah, there's a tent there.
There's a
I
tent.
was just like, I don't need it.
I don't need
I don't
that
need
tent.
that shit.
Who needs tents? Dirt bags, probably.
Cabela's? Gander Mountain?
So I think this thing is scripted every time when you use Aura Bolt on it. I think it puts Megazerk on you. So equip if you're doing this fight beforehand, equip Sabin with the ribbon. That would have been the optimal equipment to use for this fight. So I had to smack him around a little bit to get him to not be crazy.
He looks pretty badass when he's all
Red, yeah. So I guess it's kind of a good thing that I put the Genji glove on. At least now he's, attacking twice. Oh, there's Wild Fang. How much is it gonna do? Oh, that's gonna wreck that guy. 550. Oh, so these are the soldiers. Yeah. So these are the regular soldiers that we were
They just
fighting
counter
outside of.
every single melee
Oh, yeah.
attack.
And then they do their critical strike when they die. So every time you kill one of them. I think this fight's going to take a little bit. These Telstars take a while. This Telstar will actually end up being on the Velt too, and it's awesome because every time you fight them, they drop a green beret, which again is another just awesome helmet, especially for this playthrough, because it gives you a little bonus to your health.
I think you can trade it for something decent too in the arena.
Maybe.
I forget now.
And yeah, here's what I don't know why I didn't. I should have at least used like a Shadow Edge once here, and then probably like an Invis Edge, because that would have blocked or avoided a lot of these hits. I think the Telstar can use. What is it? What's the Magitech Ray? What's that skill called? God. Yeah, it's like the Magitech Beam or something.
Is it just beam?
Maybe.
I
I don't
can
know.
picture it, but
Yeah, it looks like a laser. Yeah, it like shoots them with a laser. So, oh, there it goes, finally down. And I think that one shots anybody. So, it can be a rough fight for sure. I see there that I didn't get hit by it, luckily. But there it is, Green Beret. And then if you do see him on the Veld, eventually you'll be able to cruise around on the Veld with Locke again, but you can steal a X potion from him, which is pretty decent.
X potions are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong with a full heal. Granted, they don't do much when you only have 100 health, but eventually eventually we'll be able to use them to better effect. All right.
This was always just a fun little instance to do for me.
Yeah.
I liked running around the Imperial camp, which is totally stupid because, let's
Really, would
around
Kefka just stand there like,
yeah,
really?
just chilling.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I wonder if what would have happened if I would have just not picked up Shadow at all at the old geezer's hut.
That's not an option.
No, it really isn't.
No, he's
But-
too cool.
Well, because I don't think it's the only time in the maybe. I don't know. Could you still get him later? Because I've never done it. I've never just completely skipped him there, and see if you can recruit him later at like Cullington.
What makes him leave the party?
I
Because I swear I've had him just leave at random points.
He does. I think you have to win the battle. I think it's every there must be maybe there's a like an equation to it. Like every battle that you do raise this counter by 1, and then after so many, there's a chance that he'll leave. But it's at the end of combat. He'll just take off on you. I don't know if he says I've fulfilled my whatever. I don't know. He says
Obligations or whatever, and then he just dips.
Yeah. I don't know if he can leave during the Phantom Train or not, because that seems kind of iffy.
I really just do not know how that all works.
Yeah.
Because I remember I would grind with him a little bit sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And then he'd leave,
take
and it's
off
like,
on ya.
son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, there's another counter. Which one was that? Probably Wild Fang again.
Yeah, it was Wild Thing.
Oh, get him! Wow! Oh my gosh!
Popping off like crazy.
Yeah, Interceptor's doing the work. Oh, and then there's the kill shot. Is Axe. I don't know. There's probably like a 50% chance that those Templars will do that. The Templar Rage, by the way, one of my favorites.
What's it do?
It puts Gao automatically in the safe status, and then he's got like a melee attack, and then he uses Fire 2. And Fire 2 is pretty huge.
At no MP cost, right?
Exactly. Wow. There's a messed up line. Nothing can beat the sounds of, 1,000 screaming voices in unison?
Yeah, well, I mean,
That
I kind
is
of agree with him.
That is some twisted shit.
I can agree with that.
Alright. Feel a little kinship there with Kefka?
Well, I hate people. That's why I play games.
Gee. Alright. Bustling with people. Something's up!
I always thought Domo was like a badass castle, too.
It is pretty cool. It's actually a lot like Figaro Castle.
Pretty similar.
Yeah. I mean, the looks anyway. Oh, wow, that was fast.
It's pretty similar to the underground castle, too. Or the hidden...
That place is awesome. Yeah, I
That's-
can't wait to get there. The ancient, I think it's the ancient
Ancient
castle?
Castle,
I don't know,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, that place is going to be cool. Yeah, everybody's just passing out and dying. Okay, so I guess Cyan didn't drink the water. Which... I don't
Whatever.
know. Does that make sense? Literally everyone in this castle drank the water except him.
Maybe he's like Bear Grylls.
Or maybe.
Is that the guy who drinks his own pee all the time?
Oh my god, seriously? I didn't know that was a thing. That's disgusting. Or maybe he's a vampire.
He could be. I'm trying to remember what Land does in the books. I'm pretty sure he drinks water.
Well, maybe he's immune to the poison. Maybe it's some genetic thing that didn't pass to his son now.
Well, maybe Nynaeve just, uses her healing powers of Sidar on him to... Oh,
To protect
damn it,
him
I'm getting
from it.
mixed up.
Again, yep.
Son of a bitch.
Wrong story. You've defended the realm since my father's days. Hat cough. I imagine this is basically the Joffrey scene.
Kinda, yeah.
He's probably bleeding from his eyes right now. Oh, chest is on fire. Oh no, maybe he has cystic fibrosis. His chest is on fire. I get
Bad gas.
that. Could be too.
Maybe he's got acid reflux. We don't know.
Yeah, it could be a multitude of things.
So people in Final Fantasy games are deathly allergic to acid reflux, apparently, and that's...
Boom. Wipes out entire kingdoms.
So really what Kefka did was he just gave them, pop in the water?
Oh.
Soda?
Yeah, maybe. Just regular soda.
Cola?
Some sort of cola. Liter of cola.
Yeah.
A couple of liters of cola. Probably more. Is this the wrong way? Yeah, this is the wrong way. And there's nothing out here. Except for that dead body. It's a shame that dead body's in the way because there's some items out there.
Awesome crap, yeah.
Wow. So one of them is a beads, which, again, the evasion stat doesn't do anything in this version of the game.
That's right. Yeah.
So
it makes it worthless.
yeah, unfortunately.
There was a couple of times I played this on Game Boy, and I would jack the hell out of people's evasion and
Yeah.
just to mess around with it, and they get pretty beastly.
Yeah, because I think it actually works for the Game Boy Advance version. Which, did we talk about the level reset glitch?
I don't think so.
So, that was another thing that I read. The Game Boy Advance version, I think it's the Game Boy only. I don't think it's the iOS one. But the level reset glitches, what you do is you play to wherever point you want. You can level as much as you want, and then save. And then I don't know if you have to do a soft reset. I'm not sure if it matters or not. I think it does. It probably does. Probably do a soft reset. And then start a new game. Get the character that you want to reset their levels with, and then die. So, the easiest person to do it with is Terra.
Okay.
So, save your game. Say you're already in the World of Ruin. Terra's level 99. We'll just say this for an example. She's level 99. Save your game. Soft reset. Start a new game. Get Terra. Die. Load your game back up. Or it either loads your game automatically, or you have to load it back. I can't remember. But your level 99 Terra will now be level 3, but have the stats that your other character did. Your
Sick.
99. Yeah, so it makes these low game challenges completely pointless. If stats are the only thing you're after. So, kind of cool, super cheesy, but somebody like Realm or Strago or Mog. Actually, technically, Mog is probably the worst one because you get him so late in the World of Balance.
Yeah, he comes... God, yeah, he's...
I mean, he actually ends up being the latest character that I recruit, although technically you can recruit him earlier. It's just the reason why I recruit him later is for level averaging stuff. But
It's funny, my first couple of playthroughs on that, when I'd get to the World of Ruin, I would always get... and I was an idiot back then, but I would always get Locke last. Because
Really?
I hate fire levels so much
that
in games.
that cave, the Phoenix Cave, is long. It's really long.
It's pretty ridiculous. And it seems like every, Final Fantasy game has a whole fire level. Well, every
Yeah.
RPG has a fire level, and it's just one of those things where it just kind of,
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
here.
it's gonna
I've
be
done
rough.
this. Yeah. Yeah, I
now
hear
it's
that.
like, yeah, whatever.
So
You gotta get them first.
If you jump in between, I think we missed that because I was yapping.
Yeah, he knocks you
Yeah,
the hell out.
it makes you go flying. Oh, hey, sorry about that. Didn't see you there. And now I don't know if you use if you use a Shadow Edge here. I'm not sure if that'll actually hit Cyan or not. I think it is. I think he's technically considered like on your team at this point because you can heal him and stuff. So
What would happen if he were to die here?
that's a good question. Yeah, if he got knocked out, if he's at 0 health, I don't know.
They'd probably just resurrect him for like the
Yeah, for the
talking
next
scene.
fight, he's probably at like 1.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, who knows? It's a good
Never
question.
tried it.
Yeah, I should have actually tried that.
Maybe we don't have all the answers.
Apparently not. Thank you, kind sir. Now what? Scram. What are my home, family, and friends? Well, I got bad news for you, dude. Here's the thing. Well, I think he already knows the answer to his family, right? That's kind of rhetorical. I mean, they're poisoned. He saw them poisoned.
Well, I think what he's saying there is he just wants vengeance.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe that's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I took it as we're leaving. We got to get out of here.
Word.
And and Saban's like, well, what am I gonna do? Leave my family behind? Well, sorry, buddy, your family's
Pretty much done.
yeah, they're gone. They're gone. It's gonna be real obvious in the next video. It is I who is in your debt.
And here we get into Cyan's really lame side story about being shitty with machines. Which
Yeah.
tells me there was probably something more to that.
There's a little.
I don't really get that whole...
So yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I guess it adds another dimension maybe to his personality. Like, okay, he's not very great with machinery. Okay. And later in the World of Ruin, he's got a. What is it? You open up his secret chest and there's like some book on machinery.
Yeah.
So it was like he was trying to learn. So that's kind of cool, I guess, too. It's probably like a machinery for dummies or something. And then here's when you're in the suits, you got the heal force, which is nice. I just healed everybody up here. Used the first turn for that. But not the last time, technically, that you end up in a.
The dream sequence.
Yep, in the Magitech suit. Good call. Good memory. Potion, all right.
Which was another really awesome part of this game.
Yeah. Though, I barely remember any of that.
That's one of those things that, like, I've played it, and every time I play it, I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh.
But I've probably nailed it. It's just... I just feel like there's something to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I know there's some interesting bugs there. I don't remember how to exactly make it work, but it's something like if like the enemy has a reflect or you have reflect or something, your character moves one step out, uses the beam, but then doesn't take a step back. So if you keep doing it, the character moves all the way across the screen.
that's awesome.
Yeah, which is, again, doesn't really affect the game at all. Just kind of an interesting. There's a ton of those. God, there's a ton of different weird bugs in this.
This was a very buggy game, and I think that's
Yeah.
what made it so fun.
Yeah, it's very quirky like that. And so there's a couple of them. One in particular that we'll definitely take advantage of. Where is it? The Imperial Banquet, when we do the whole smoke bomb confuse trick. So I never knew about that again until... Actually, I think it was this playthrough I was looking up different stuff.
Doing some research.
Yeah, the last time I did this, I missed the final item for the Imperial Banquet. And the reason why I missed it was because I didn't want to get too much experience. And the way to get around that is the smoke bomb muddle glitch. So we'll definitely show that when the time comes, but it actually is a really cool trick.
There you go. 2 free potions.
Yeah, so it looks like every time you fight one of these Magitech armors, you always get a potion. At least that's what it looks like to me, anyway. So that's kind of nice. Oh, and then I see their suits get left behind. That's a neat little addition.
That would have been a really cool glitch, too, if you could have taken on the Magitech suit, like, throughout the game.
Just take it everywhere. That would have
Yeah.
been cool.
Like, there's just a character that had that or something.
The heal beam is really nice, you know? I like that, you know, Terra's got the best stuff, obviously. She's got the I don't know if it was the tricked out suit or something, but she had some really cool commands.
Missile and
Yeah.
tippy touch. She gets like the tummy sticks command
Poke, poke.
and adjust the tip command.
So here, like I said, so I'm not sure if here's where I would re-equip Cyan here. I'd put
Rob, yeah, I would well, I think what I would do generally here, even though this is a third scenario, but I would just unequip everything off of everyone.
yeah, and
just
kind of
easier.
set it up the way you want. Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. Looks like we got like another minute left here on this one. I will say one thing, definitely be careful of what we were talking about earlier, Shadow taking off on you, is if you're cruising around in this area between here and the forest, you know, there's a chance that he could take off on you. So I would at the very least save right here. Although I think running away doesn't matter. I don't think he can ever take off on you if you run from everything.
Probably true.
You know, so I think it has to be a victory. To actually get him in here. I got a pincer, so obviously I should have. Oh, and then there's the black belt. So this is really dangerous too, having the black belt equipped, because you don't want to be killing extra stuff, you know. And then potentially, and then this is really bad. So if this cat attacks Sabin and he counters, that would be the kill shot, and that would end it. And I would have got extra experience there, but he didn't, luckily. So anyways, all right, we're gonna cut this. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope you're enjoying the videos, though. And I hope you keep joining us for more.
Peace, crackers.
Thanks for watching.